Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
First at 10, another winter storm on the way. This time we start off as snow before changing over to rain and gusty winds. Your full forecast, will time it out for you coming up. And right now at 10, Connecticut honors the victims of 2 mass shootings in California. We'll show you the special tribute at the state capitol tonight and the calls to end gun violence.
Also, the search is on tonight for a cat that was stolen during a burglary at a hotel in Connecticut. We'll tell you what else was taken.
And Lego is leaving Connecticut. We're going to tell you where the company is headed next, as well as the impact the move will have on employees and the town of Enfield. But we begin at 10 with a weather watch alert. We are expecting another storm. This one will bring snow, then rain to Connecticut tomorrow. Good evening. I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. Thanks for joining us here at 10. Most of the state will see snow earlier in the day, but it's expected to switch over to rain come the evening. We begin things tonight with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank and a first check of the forecast. Hi, Rach.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird one because when the snow first gets underway, we'll be thinking about winter driving, but by evening, we'll be splashing through puddles, and we have the concern for poor drainage flooding. So we're really going between 2 different seasons all in one storm. We're going to start off seeing a bit of light snow as early as Wednesday morning, but really it won't add up to a whole lot. By afternoon, it'll really start to fill in, and then heading into the evening, that's when we see that changeover from snow over to a brief mix and then rain. And that transition will happen between 5 and 8 o'clock tomorrow night from south to north. 1 to 2 inches of rain and wind gusts that could get up around or over 40 miles per hour for southeastern Connecticut, although we're not expecting high winds for the rest of the state. So this will affect the evening commute. That's the commute that will be impacted the most by this storm. We are dry for the morning drive tomorrow, and the storm is out of here by the time you wake up on Thursday morning. There may be some early dismissals, so parents, start thinking about how you want to handle that. I know it can be a pain with trying to figure out scheduling issues. Temperatures are in the 30s to right around 40 degrees right now, and the satellite and radar is quiet, but this is the storm that we are awaiting, and it has some distance to travel. It's a dynamic storm. Snow to the north, severe weather to the south. Low temperatures tonight in the 20s to right around 30 degrees. Again, we are dry for the morning drive tomorrow with no issues there. Temperatures beginning in the 20s to around 30. We'll start to see chance for a snow shower in the mid to late morning in a few locations, but the snow really doesn't start to fill in until the afternoon. It's snowing just about everywhere for 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then we'll see that change over from south to north between 5 to 8 p.m., but not before we get a little accumulation, and then likely it all gets washed away. We'll take you through it, your full forecast coming up in just a bit. All right, thank you, Rachel. And before yesterday's snowfall, many of us may have been asking, where's winter?
Yeah, for a while now. The week is finally bringing a little taste of winter here in Connecticut. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us in West Hartford tonight, live with what more people had to say about this newfound winter season. Hi, Gabby.
Hey, Ben and Jen. So all of the snow that we got yesterday is gone from here on the town green in West Hartford. It all melted away already in like 24 hours, which pretty much sums up the type of winter that we've been having. But by tomorrow evening, we could see this lawn coated once again, which depending on who you ask, that could be really good news or not so good news. It's no secret winter in Connecticut has been missing something this year.
It's been very mild, it's been very mild. Not a lot of snow, not a lot going on.
There's been plenty of rain, but snow has been a little bit harder to come by.
No snow. I like that because I don't have to shovel, but on the other hand, it would be beautiful to have a little bit of snow, wouldn't it?
Well, that depends on who you ask. Some are doing just fine without it.
I'm not a winter person, so I love when it snows and it melts away fast.
While others have been waiting on a good snowstorm all season.
It is sad to see that there hasn't been a lot of snow because I like winter sports, but they make snow there, so it doesn't really matter. But that's why I live here, for the fun snow stuff. So the fact that there hasn't been any, it kind of does stink a little bit.
Almost to the end of January, this week finally brought at least a little bit of winter weather. Rain turned to snow on Monday, and Wednesday, the opposite is expected. Snow will turn to rain, and it could make for a messy evening commute.
And I put sand down for ice. We get more ice than anything, which is really, it's too bad.
Though it's been mild so far, it is Connecticut, and there's still plenty of winter left.
We're getting into February, so we're getting the countdown until winter's done. So I'm like, oh, where the snow's coming now. So we'll see how that goes.
I'm kind of just waiting for it to come, but hoping that it doesn't.
While this week's storms aren't huge events by any means, it is enough to remind us it's not quite spring yet.
You'll catch us right here doing snow angels tomorrow. Let's go.
And again, because of the timing of this storm, your commute to work is going to look a lot different than your commute home. So do not forget, before you leave the house, you're going to want to bring your snow brush, and it's not a bad idea to bring an umbrella as well. Live in West Hartford, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
Gabby, we are amazed at your hand-eye coordination back here at the studio. Unbelievable. Gabby, thank you. Keeping track of the storm for you all day tomorrow. For the latest forecast plus hour-by-hour radar, download the free Fox 61 News app.
All right, in other news, and new at 10 state leaders and members of the Asian American Pacific Islander community gathered tonight in Hartford to honor the victims of 2 mass shootings that just happened in California. A total of 18 people were killed since this weekend due to the shootings that happened in Monterey Bay and Half Moon Bay. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner joins us live in Hartford tonight to share their message at the state capitol tonight. DeAndrea.
Well, you guys, tonight's vigil was all about honoring those lives lost, like you said, but they also touched on togetherness, perseverance, and ending gun violence. A long embrace, a prayer for peace.
Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. A small prayer of ease for those who have lost their lives.
A time of grieving.
Lives have been shattered and changed forever. And here we are mourning, yet again, the loss of more of our brothers and sisters.
A time of reflection on the events that have ripped through the Asian American and Pacific Islander community in the last few days. 2 mass shootings in California.
To have this kind of violence and tragedy occur at that special holiday compounds the emotion that we feel.
I hold back tears daily because I think about my parents. I think about them not feeling safe going out.
And another senseless mass shooting.
But through it all, the message of perseverance echoed through this vigil and resonated strongly here at home.
We're not going to let the hateful and the violent take that away from us, because we are stronger than the hateful.
Never yielding to fear while standing together in solidarity and community.
It was a solace for so many people.
And something else that was strongly talked about today was mental health, the stigma around mental health, and also having more access to mental health resources. For now, here in Hartford, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
DeAndrea, thank you. We do have an update tonight as the victim in a deadly pedestrian crash in New Haven has been identified. Police say 42-year-old Judith Williams was hit on Whaley Avenue shortly after 6 yesterday evening. She died at the hospital. The driver of the car told police that he did not see Williams but felt the impact of hitting her. No word if the driver will be facing any charges.
Well, new at 10, 3 people are without a home tonight after a house caught fire in the Litchfield Hills. The Bantam Fire Company says that it happened in the town of Warren just after 7:30 last night. We are told that this fire started in the kitchen. Crews worked for more than 4 hours to get that fire under control. They were then called back to the scene for more than 3 hours this morning because the fire re-sparked in the attic. The Red Cross says that it is helping the 3 people that were in the home and are displaced.
New at 10 tonight, police in Shelton are looking for a cat stolen during a burglary in a hotel room. Officers say it was reported Sunday at the Hilton Garden Inn on Old Stratford Road. The victim's hairless cat named Princess was taken. About $8,500 and other items were also stolen, including a Fendi and Gucci bag. Police also have pictures of a possible suspect and a black car that the suspect possibly used. Anyone with information should call Shelton Police.
The Willard Correctional Institution in Enfield will close April 1st. Officials say that the decision comes as the state sees a decrease in the prison population. The 260 inmates and 71 employees there will be relocated to other facilities in the state.
The closure is expected to save taxpayers nearly $6.5 million.
Also closing in Enfield, Lego is moving its headquarters in town to Boston by the end of 2026. Lego moved to Enfield back in 1975. Lego says all employees will be given a year to decide if they want to relocate or not. If they do, a job will be waiting for them there. If not, Lego will offer them job training assistance for new employment. Governor Ned Lamont says half of Lego's workforce is already to our north in Massachusetts.
I've had ongoing conversations back and forth, not particularly though to where their headquarters is going to be, just to make sure we're doing everything we can to make sure it's a good place for them to be.
It will have an impact on us in terms of, the people that go to work at Lego every day, them use, with dining out, using the businesses here in town.
Lego says it's moving to Boston because it's the best city to attract and keep talent. Enfield's mayor says he's talking with the building's owners to find a new company to take over when Lego moves out.